So what does that title mean, huh? Two baker's dozens is 13 and 13. That's 26. 26 broken down is 8, and 8 is infinity. And where did that all come from? I was reading my Batman is Forever book, and that's what Astro told me to put on for the title. So it's got to mean something to somebody. I know what it means to me, but I don't need to explain it. But what they wanted me to do with it is they wanted me to take 2 decks, do 13 cards per deck, top, bottom, 11 in the middle. Okay, that's 13. And then we're going to see if we have a repeating message or 2 separate messages. So it should be pretty fun. Top card is your warning, bottom card is your overall energy, and in the middle, the 11 cards is your reading. And we're going to do my 2 top favorite decks. Okay, we've got some sage burning. So my first favorite deck, as you know, is the Mage Tarot deck. Randomly at the bottom is the Page of Swords, but that's just, to me, that's an action card of truth. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle this deck, and then we are going to take the overall energy, the warning, and then the 11 card message. My station's called 11 Card Reading at yahoo.com. That's the name of it because I am Rebecca Booby 11, meaning I'm on 11 different dimensions besides this one at all times. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get right into it. They want me to cut the deck 3 times. And this card was laying on the side. So this is your overall energy. And it's still the Page of Swords. So this card got left out for a reason, because they want me to start out with the Page of Swords being the overall energy. And to me, it's news coming in. And you're searching for the truth. You're like a little child searching for the truth. Okay, and then the top card is the Smoking Gun. Okay, the Smoking Gun is my 6 of Pentacles. And it's equal give and take, okay? Normally. In this deck, it's the Smoking Gun. It means you have done it. Now, don't put that gun in your pants like they do on TV, because the gun is hot. On TV, the gun must cool down immediately because they're always shoving the gun in their pants. Okay, so you've done the work. You want equal give and take. You've had to do some shooting off of your gun, right? Because it wasn't equal give and take. We've got the Page of Dynamism, which is the Page of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles being your warning. Okay, so now we're going to do 11 cards off the top of the deck. Now, my warning to you was don't put the gun back in your pants like they do on TV. Your warning from the cards is it's not always equal give and take, because we live in the 5 of Pentacles, which is the Matrix. Now, I love this card because it's definitely the Matrix. He's chained to that computer program. So my warning to you about TV, on TV, they stick the gun back in their pants after they shoot someone, wasn't too far off, because it's a misconception. So when you're out there, you're going to go ahead and shoot somebody, and you're going to put the gun back in your pants, and guess what? It's going to burn you. So That's why you can't believe in the matrix and you have to step outside the box, get unshackled. You see his hands there all shackled up, his feet. Get out of the matrix. Okay. Then we've got the second card from the 11. We have the victory card. You're finding out who the wolves in sheep's clothing are. When I said you had the gun and you were doing it, that's what you're doing. You're doing the wolves in sheep clothing. You're figuring them out. Okay. Then we have being courageous and daring is how you're doing it. 2 of Wands. You're doing it by breaking out of the matrix, finding out who the wolves in sheep's clothing are, and then taking care of business. Okay? And you're doing that because you're digging for the truth, that Page of Swords. Okay, so you see where it's going. All right, we're going to continue on. Now, that was the 7 of Pentacles, and I kept calling it the 6 of Pentacles, because here's the 6 of Pentacles, the equal give and take. So it doesn't matter. We have a 5, 6, and a 7 of Pentacles in a row here. Okay, this is the 7, and this is the 6. That's the equal give and take card. You see how he's giving to the beggar? This is the smoking gun card. It's the victory card. Okay, so stay in equal give and take. You're getting victory. Yep, you're getting victory over your wolves in sheep's clothing. Okay, we got it. They correct me when I'm wrong, see? Your hard work is paying off, the 8 of Pentacles. So we've got 5, 6, 7, and 8 of Pentacles. And that draws me to the title, 8 is Infinity. So your hard work is paying off. Now we got 5 more cards here. Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4 more cards. 13. We've done 5 in the middle. Okay, underneath the matrix is the death card. So what they're telling me is that you're putting an end to matrix thinking. That's wonderful. Putting an end to matrix thinking. Underneath the wolves in sheep's clothing is the Lover's card. Now, you hear that the Lover's card is a choice card. So you're making decisions. You're deciding to leave the wolves on the stick. You're finding out who the wolves are in sheep's clothing because you want true love. You want equal give and take. You want true love. You're being courageous and daring, and here's the Infinity card, okay? There's the Infinity symbol. You're balancing things out, the 2 of Pentacles. A lot of pentacles in this reading because you want abundance. Courageous and daring, but yet you're being balanced. See how she's got the ball in her hand? You're being balanced. You're juggling things and being balanced with it. Underneath the give and take, you have love card. You're being childish love. This is the King of Cups, and I read it as a Page of Cups. So you're smart in love, but you're letting your child heart run the show instead of your hard and calloused king heart. Okay, does that make sense? And it's like at some point we can love, but our heart has been hardened, and this is softened heart. This is, I'm ready now to be a King of Cups in a Page of Cups body, because I read it as a page. And it's under the equal give and take card. So you're finally ready to bring in that equal relationship. Not the gold digger, not the wolf in sheep's clothing, not the dark feminine, but the privileged lady. And then next is the Page of Cups. So I read that exactly right. As you see, there's the Page of Cups right after the King of Cups, which I read as the Page of Cups. And your hard work is paying off because you're doing that. It's under the Eight of Pentacles. So your hard work is paying off because you are acting like a child. Okay? 11th card. So the Queen of Questing, they're just saying to keep on keeping on. You're doing exactly what they want you to do. And the Queen of Questing is my creativity card. So stay in your creativity, just like I'm listening when they said do 2 baker's dozens. And it's 11:11 on the clock. And we're going to go ahead and do one more deck, which I love. Lee gave me the Light Seers deck and the St. Michael deck. But we're going to go ahead and do the Light Seers deck. And randomly at the bottom is the King of Cups. So that's great. So we're going to stay right on the stay in love, but be of childhood love, not that hardened heart love. Because we've all been through it. We've all had a lot of lives. Lee informed me yesterday that she had 116 lives also, like that last regression that I don't know who it was, but it was a guy's voice on Askana Buchanan. 116 lives. He also had 116 strands of DNA. And he also had come from the 16th dimension. And Lee had commented that she had 116 lives. And Susan commented that I've had so many, and that's why she respects, honors, and loves me. And I even told her I'm her big sister in many lives. So I've told her Mary and Martha's story. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and the bottom of the deck energy is the Two of Wands. So that's giving us the same message as the Courageous and Daring card, Two of Wands. So we had a repeated King of Cups. We had a repeated Two of Wands. So stay in your king love with your page, childlike, soft heart. And continue to be courageous and daring and creative like the Queen of Wands. So we've got the Two of Wands as the overall energy. The warning that's coming out is the World card. You have to do a world mission. So with or without your mission partner, we have to stay high-vibed and doing this thing. Because your warning is that this is a really important assignment. Okay? Now we'll go ahead and put them out here. So the first card out is the Queen of Cups. So she goes with the King of Cups. So all I'm hearing is that's correct. The Queen of Cups, as soon as she's balanced with her soft heart, not her hard heart, she's going to get that King of Cups. And she's praying for it. I'm drawn to her hands in the air and the expression on her face. Fluffy's here. Hi, Fluffy. There's Fluffy. Okay, so then we have the Six of Swords, and that's the Journey card. So once again, she's praying. He's healed. She's healed. Now they just have to get the journey where they get together. So if you're being called to go towards somebody, to call somebody, to text somebody, now is the time to do it. Three of Pentacles. Now is the time to do it. I'm drawn to the green light on the stoplight there, it's time to do it. That's time, just what I had said. Okay. Then we have the high priestess. So use your intuition doing this. Do you think it would be better to text them, email them? I personally prefer in person. I don't mind texting. Okay, it's fine. It's an easy way to say bring home a gallon of milk, right? But it's not okay for love. I want to see your eyes. I want to be able to read and feel you. Even when I do readings, I prefer them in person. But it's okay. Use your high priestess intuition on how you're going to go forward and contact them. Now, a lot of times I'll tell you that they're coming to you. And this energy feels more like you need to do something. You need to reach out and say, hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm ready. Okay? I don't know how you're going to do that. For each of you, it's different. But the Temperance card, the Angel card, it says, one second, I got the Fluffy's outside there. Fluffy! What are you doing, Fluffy? No, leave the birdie alone. Fluffy is saying hi to Holy in the bird cage. And you know how birds and cats get along. So we have the angels got this, just like Holy's 24 years old, and some of his friends have got hurt by cats. I won't get into those sad stories, but it's true. And 24 years the angel has had Holy. Holy is the white dove that went on Jesus's shoulder. The true original white dove. And it really is Holy. Okay, so Holy just turned around and said hi. Well, we told you that story. So the angels have this. I'm going to go ahead and see if you can see out here. There's Fluffy and Holy. There he goes. Okay, if you didn't see it, we'll check the replay, but I don't edit. I'm always authentic. I never edit. And I just am what I am. And that's the way it is. Okay, and I'm all about the Queen of Cups, and underneath the Queen of Cups is Justice. I'm drawn to balance again. Just like that Courageous and Daring card, and then the Two of Pentacles after the Two of Wands in the last reading. It's that juggling act. It's that infinity. It's that I want my justice. And you're going to get it. You know, if you've done a lot of evil, you're going to get your evil back. If you've done a lot of good, which some of us have done a whole lifetime of nothing but good. And it's pretty tiring, isn't it? But it's so worth it. And I'm also drawn to the higher self again. When you look at this card, you see two of them. And that's underneath the Queen of Cups. So stay in love. Your justice is coming. Underneath the Six of Swords, the Journey card, we have the Nine of Pentacles. What are you journeying to? There's the white dove. We can't make this stuff up, can we? Isn't that awesome? There's the white dove. What are we journeying towards? Our Nine Pentacles. Nine Pentacles is an abundance card. It's a card of fulfillment. Nine of Pentacles, and there's the Holy Ghost card. And that's me, so happy. I can't wait to be able to send Holy right back into heaven by Jesus' shoulder, but I'm not in a hurry. And he does get to play in the house. He has his own room to play in. He has his own TV. But outside, I keep him in a cage. And when I was telling you about the birdies, you have to make sure that the bird cage doesn't have big gaps in it, because a cat can put its claw in and pull out a bird and take off its head. And that had happened to one of his friends. It's sad, but true. And again, it's owner error. I think more pets die from owner error than if you just left them alone. But you know what? Because the bird would have flew away if a cat came. But since it was in a cage with too big of bars, spaces in the bars, the cat got him when I wasn't looking. So again, we're our worst own enemy, you know. Owner error kills all of my pets probably, except for outside ones. And they usually get hit by a car or another animal eats them. So we're going towards our Nine of Pentacles, and that's under the Journey card. Okay. Then under the Three of Pentacles, the green light is go. It's a Five of Cups. So some of you are too scared. I'm getting too scared to make that phone call, too scared to drive to that place, too scared to email someone. So I'm not getting anything except the Five of Cups is you're sitting at the red light and the yellow light. You're just sitting, see, just sitting there. But it's not because of anything except for you're scared. So you have to be more courageous and daring. The Two of Wands, and have the Page of Wands attitude of that childlike, let's have some fun. And a good way to talk to you about this, the intuition card, it's underneath your intuition card, is what's it going to hurt? Either you can get blocked if you email or you text or call. I do a lot of blocking, so you might not get through. St. Michael might block you because he's my protector. But what do you really have to lose? The person, if the person says no, or if St. Michael blocks you, or if it's not meant to be, you're thinking you want Cindy down the street, or you want Sam over there in St. Monica, right? Well, it's not meant to be. It's not going to be. But it doesn't hurt to at least reach out and try. It's like, what do you got to lose? Nothing. But if you're going to sit at the red light, you're not going to get nothing. So we have the High Priestess and the Page of Wands energy. Okay? And then underneath the Angel card, we have the Ten of Swords. So they're just telling me to give everything to the angels. Pray to St. Michael. Pray to Jesus. Pray to your universe guides. Pray to your higher self that the wounds from the 10 swords in your back are healed. And you can fly on. See all the birdies? That's how my house looks. So you can just fly on. I'm also drawn to her back is towards the past. And her back is being healed. And she's ready. See how that is? Okay, so the last card out for this 13 card reading is, yep, the Knight of Swords. He's running towards his motorcycle. The bird's in the air. Remember I said the birds, right? And he's going to do this. So instead of emailing or texting, he's going to go straight on his motorcycle and he's going to go for it. He has a bow and arrow on his back, and that is just what I just got done saying about his back is healed. He's leaving the past. See how they're both got their back towards the past? His back is healed. He does have a defense measure with the bow and arrow. He's like, well, if anybody tries to get in my way or if an enemy comes towards me, I got this covered. I'm also feeling like the angels are saying, I've got your back. And I'm also hearing that if it's supposed to be, it'll be. If it's not supposed to be, you see the cobweb? You've been sitting too long. You've been way too long. He's been in one spot too long. You wouldn't get a cobweb on the bottom of your foot. And then if you were active, right? So he wasn't active, but he's active now. And I'm also getting the matrix with the web of you've been in the matrix too long. So maybe you just finally quit your job, you finally got your divorce, you finally got out of the matrix and you're ready to move forward. You still have the bow and arrow on your back, so you're still not totally free of, I need to protect myself, but that's okay, because having a little bit of matrix left is better than having, no sense. Why I say that is because we're divinely protected and we don't really need to drive our motorcycle with the bow and arrow on the back, but maybe he has it because he's in a mood of, I need to kill something to eat it. Maybe he's still scared of his enemies. I'm not really sure. They're telling me that it's just one last little layer that has to come off, is that bow and arrow on the back, and only you know what that layer is. It's going to be different for all of you. For her, she's free of it all. She's free of it all. She doesn't have nothing on her back. She's probably barefoot and got her sundress on, and she's just ready to go. Where he's still a little bit, see, he's still got the cobweb there, so he just left his sitting position. So it's okay. He's got his white hoodie on. He's ready, and he's coming. So that was the final message there. There was the main infinity symbol makes sense. The courageous and daring makes sense. Everything's relevant. It's just you're on different levels, so it's different for each person, but I'm pretty sure that you caught my drift. Okay, you guys, I am Miss Mystic, and thank you for listening.